You guys want cut candidates for the AFC. We're about to break down the NFC side, one for each team. If you do, then like the video right now. Help show the bosses that, yeah, you want it for both sides, not just half the teams in the NFL. So like the video for me right now. The Vikings wide receiver who has said he wants to retire as a Viking. He's from the area, of course, but his numbers have really begun to decline, and there is significant savings for a team that's looking to save some more money. But the numbers, I can't be paying a guy for 700 yards and paying him like a borderline wide receiver one. Money note, by the way, $6.42 million in savings. Cut him right now, not that much. Post June 1st, you save $13.42. That's a lot of money to save if you are the Vikings. So, any Vikings fans / general NFL fans out there, what should Minnesota do with Adam Thielen? Type in K for keep or C for cut. Sound off in the comment section. Cody Whitehair next up for the Chicago Bears. Money again. We'll focus on that for every player because that's the whole point of making these casualties here. Bears say $5.8 million or $9.9 pre versus post June 1st. One issue for Chicago, it's not like they're loaded on offensive line talent as it is. So that makes it a little bit of a more murky cut as it relates to one Cody Whitehair. We'll wrap up the NFC North with Michael Brockers. This one's easy. We won't spend much time on it or similar cuts. The Lions saved $10 million by cutting him. Bye. That's easy. Ezekiel Elliott is next up on this list because much like Aaron Jones, he cannot be back at his current cap hit, which is approaching the $16, $17, $18 million range. The Cowboys save only $4.8 if they cut him right now before June 1st. $10.9, however, after June 1st. And unlike Aaron Jones, Ezekiel Elliott hasn't been good for years. I am sorry, the Zeke truthers who I know exist out there, the handful of great short yardage runs, the goal line stuff that he does well. I get all of that. I'm not paying someone big when it average under 4 yards per carry. That's bad roster management. So, is Ezekiel Elliott washed up? That's the pinned comment, maybe a controversial one on today's show. The ad break comes on YouTube. Take advantage of it. Y for yes, N for no. Another easy cut candidate, Kenny Golladay of the New York Giants, who had 6 catches this year. He had 521 yards in 2021. The Giants will save $6.7 million right now by cutting him. 13.5 after June 1st. He gone. Maybe this one is the easiest cut candidate on the entire list. Carson Wentz has a 0% chance of being back with Washington at his current cap hit. $26.2 million in savings if and when the Commanders make Carson Wentz find his 4th team in as many years. Injuries, the play, all of it is added up. He's really struggled as of late. He's not a starter anymore in the NFL. And the Commanders might have made the playoffs if they had not played him in Week 17 when apparently Ron Rivera didn't know a loss would potentially eliminate them. Philadelphia doesn't have that many great cut candidates. I'll go with Trey Sermon, who wasn't playing. They save over $1 million there, but Philadelphia's cap moves are going to be more restructures and extensions and that more so than like outright cuts. Tough to make decisions when it comes to hiring or not hiring people anymore. And these days, every new potential hire is like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain you have access to the best qualified candidates available. So I have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the right people for your team faster and for free. It's easy to make a job posting. It leads to great hires, as we can confirm here at Chat Sports. Much better results now that we're using LinkedIn Jobs. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience. You can quickly prioritize who you want to interview and hire. That's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires compared to leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the qualified candidates you want to talk to faster and for free. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/NFL Daily. That's linkedin.com/NFL Daily. Terms and conditions do apply, but that link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. Let's move to Michael Thomas, the Saints wide receiver, the big-time name who has not been a productive member of the NFL for a long time here. The Saints will only save $1.37 million by cutting Thomas, and they have to do it after June 1st. But the reality is they can't keep having him on their roster at his current cap hit and for the complete lack of production he's provided over the past couple of years. He's been a complete problem. Played 3 games this year. 16 catches. He's missed so much time because he can't stay healthy. Slant Boy is about to be Slant Boy for a different team. He doesn't have it the same way he once did. I think a fresh start is needed. Marcus Mariota, next up here, $12 million in savings, and the Falcons will cut him because he got benched for Desmond Ridder and then just left the team. And that's a great way to not draw interest for a new spot if you're all mad you got benched and weren't there to help out the young QB. That's a bad look for Mariota. So our question now, and this is a good one because I don't know what the answer is. Pick a quarterback who you think ends up with more starts over the course of their remaining NFL career. MM for Marcus Mariota, CW for Carson Wentz. It might just be like 3. That might be all you need. Get your predictions in for me in the comments section. Damian Wilson for the Panthers, not the most obvious cut candidates here. They would save $3.6 million with the release, so save some money there and go invest it elsewhere. Maybe in a new quarterback. Donovan Smith of the Bucs. Most of the Bucs high-priced guys are going to be more obvious restructure candidates. Donovan Smith, though, who was banged up, coming off a fairly bad year, Bucs cut him to save $9.95 right now, or $15.25 after June 1st. And again, you can't spend it now. If you do it after June 1st, carry some dead money into the next season as well. But coming off a down year, Smith's a prime cut candidate. We will have free NFL videos for you multiple times per day from now until the aliens come down and destroy us all. Hit that sub button for free, youtube.com/@chatsports. Want free videos on the NFL? This is your one-stop shop, my friends. The 49ers, much like Philadelphia, not many good cut candidates. I'll go with Oren Burks. They save 1.7 right now, 2.5 after June 1st, but last year the cut candidate was Jimmy Garoppolo, and, he stuck around for longer than maybe we thought he was going to. All right, the Seahawks, next up. Gabe Jackson, the aging offensive guard, $6.5 million in savings. He's far from the player he was in his prime. Also was almost a cut candidate with the Raiders a few years ago. Then they found a trade partner later in the process for actually him and Rodney Hudson, too. Easy cut candidate here, Robbie Anderson. Cardinals, who have invested all of the picks and assets into wide receiver to get very poor results from that. That's why the regime has changed. They saved $12 million by cutting Robbie Anderson. So he's gone because he's not that good. Finally, Brian Allen. Again, Rams fall into the more restructured side than the full-on cut side. $2.01 million in savings for an injured center, $4.41 after June 1st. I know it's not the sexiest name out there in terms of the Rams, but there aren't that many viable candidates for LA and teams like, the Niners and Eagles either.